Has the training been tougher than you thought, or?
Yes. Yes. I've done football training for years. I'm a keen swimmer. I used to do a lot of road running when I was younger. I've let myself, I wouldn't say I let myself go, but I haven't trained for a long time in earnest. I knew boxing training was one of the hardest types of trainings going. I've spoken to a lot of local boxers, and they told me that the training for boxing is probably one of the hardest types. So it was a little bit of a shock, but not totally unexpected.
So when you're running out there on the beach with waves crashing behind you, what are you thinking about? What's your inspiration?
My inspiration is really just to, for the fight, is to be as fit as I can and to give the best possible show on the night. You know, I want to say I don't mind if I lose, but I do. I've built this. I've got this inbuilt thing now that I want to win. At first, I just wanted to take part, but now I really want to win. So that's from the fight point of view. That's my inspiration. The other inspiration, I've raised somewhere in the region of £800 to £900 at the moment, and donations are still coming in. So to know that I'm creating something for cancer research and making that money for cancer research is another great inspiration. And of course, you know, on behalf of Bryn, and you know, I just want to do something that's useful and worthwhile for him.
So going back to Bryn, what do you think he would say?
Oh, he'd think I was mad. Yeah, he would say, Johnny. He used to always call me Johnny, because when we had the Ramones tribute band, he was BB and I was Johnny Shimon, and he'd say, Johnny, what are you doing? Just come away, let's go for a beer, because he liked a beer, Bryn. That's no secret.
What sacrifices, apart from giving up beer, do you think you've made to get yourself in shape at this point?
I've made a lot. My diet's changed for the better. I was never a poor eater, but now I'm eating a lot more. I'm choosing my diet better. I go shopping on my own, which I like doing anyway. There's three of us in our family, and my wife's a vegan, Rachel's a vegan, and Evie only eats chicken.
Both you and Bryn, Barry boys.
Yeah.
Do you feel you've had a lot of support from the local community?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's a two-way thing, the donations, because obviously there's a huge local interest. I've got a lot of friends in Barry. I've played in bands all my life, local bands, so I'm out there on the spectrum, so to speak. So, and with the help of social media, Facebook, etc., I've been able to get my message out to lots of local people. And also the connection with the Damned, with Bryn, I've been able to tap into some of the Damned's fan sites and fan pages, and they've been generous as well.
So tell me a little bit more about how you got involved in the boxing.
Well, from the point of view of cancer research, Bryn was, you know, everyone's got a best friend, and Bryn was my best friend, and it was sad. I watched him. Well, I watched him throughout life, through all the music we played together. Right up to the end, we were still playing when he was diagnosed. But even on the day he was diagnosed, I think we went out and did a gig. The day after he had his first hospital visit, and he had the secondary cancer removed from his neck. I think we were out playing again within 2 days. He loved his music so much, you know, that he just wanted to play to the end. And it became quite apparent quite soon that the cancer wasn't survivable. He almost beat it once, but it came back. And I basically, you know, watched my friend die, which is, I know a lot of people have been through that, and particularly people who have had family members, but Bryn was like family to me and my wife and my daughter. He was always around the house. He never knocked when he came in. He just walked in the door like one of the family. He was one of those, you know. And it was just, you know, the care he was given at Balindra Hospital and at Landock Hospital in his last weeks and days, and the treatment he was given, you know, it was second to none. You know, not everyone survives, unfortunately, but so from my point of view, you know, to put something back and give something to cancer research, you know, to keep that research going, and hopefully one day, you know, find a cure or find more ways of dealing with it. That's it for me. You know, that's the whole reason I'm doing this. ultimately.
Living reflections from a dream. I was her love, she was my queen, and now 1,000 years between. Thinking how it used to be. Does she still remember times like these? To think of us again.
Tell me a bit more about your friendship with Bryn.
Me and Bryn were like, well, my wife always said we were like an old married couple. We'd argue about anything, but we were great friends, and I don't think we ever came to blows. We may have come close a few times, but we were a bit chalk and cheese, you know. At times, I would like to, you know, I was the straight man and he was the funny man, sort of thing. And I used to try and keep him in check the best I could. But Bryn was he was a rebel, and he was out there. He was a real lone, not a lone wolf. I don't know how to put him, but he was just one of a kind. You know, and very difficult to control when you're on the road with him playing in gigs, you know, up and down the country. You know, the stories I could tell you that, you know, would make your hair curl is a classic when we played in Birmingham once, and we all got up in the hotel in the morning, and Bryn was nowhere to be seen. It was about 7 o'clock in the morning, and he wandered back up the street from the takeaway bargain booze shop with 2 flagons of cheap cider under his arm for breakfast, and that was basically his breakfast. So that was a typical moment with Bryn. So our friendship just spanned for years, and even when he went away with the band, I used to go up to London to see him a lot, you know, and when he was back in the country. So although we spent great years apart doing different things, you know, whenever we got together, we just picked up where we left off. It was always just like, hi Bryn, hi Rand, you know, and off we went again.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your fans at
Andy, how are you feeling right now? You've got minutes to go.
I literally have, yeah. I've got about 30 minutes before I take to the ring. Feeling good. I know my opponent. CJ, he's a great fighter. I've watched him spar. There's a bit of a size difference, but I don't think that's going to matter much when we get in the ring.
CJ, I can see at the moment the gloves are off.
Oh yeah.
Are you looking forward to getting those gloves on and getting in that ring?
Pretty much.
Do you think when this is over this evening that you will continue to box?
I'm hoping to. That's one of the reasons why I bought a lot of the boxing equipment now, so I can carry on. I'm thinking of signing up for another one as well, sometime next year probably, so I can recover a bit off Andy's beating that he's going to give me.
I think you've already answered my next question, was what was going to be your prediction for the outcome of this battle?
To be honest, I'm quite open for a draw really, more than anything. Obviously, you know, Andy's got quite a sizable difference on me, so I've got a few tactics I'm going to use, which I'm hopefully he ain't going to see coming. Don't get me wrong, I'd hope for a win, but I'm more hoping for a draw, to be honest, just so we're equals at the end of the night and it's all for a good sport and we give a good show and entertain a couple of people.
I'm just looking forward to getting in there now and doing my thing for 6 minutes. You know, we've trained for this for 8 weeks, and we're going to give it our best shot. I'm sure CJ will as well. And all we want to do is entertain people, and ultimately we've made money. In total, for the group, we've made over £11,000 for Cancer Research UK. So I would like to just thank Ultra White Collar Boxing, etc. All the guys who've helped train us, Pindy, Charlotte, Anthony and Jason at Artillery Combat, and from there on in, it's up to me now.
Do you feel everybody is behind you and supporting you?
I think the whole group is supporting each other. We're always split into red and blue teams, and I'm obviously the blue team. There's equal support on both sides. There is a little bit of banter, quite a lot between me and CJ. We've had some great banter, but overall the atmosphere has been great all evening. There's been some tough fights. I've watched a few of the earlier fights and they've been really tough, and I don't see why mine won't be equally as tough.
Last time we spoke, you were still raising funds for cancer research.
I was.
I know that figure has increased quite significantly.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Everybody is absolutely right behind you. So are you feeling confident and really fighting fit?
I'm fighting fit. I've had a great week. Done some light training. We haven't done too much this week. My personal total on the Cancer Research UK fundraising is now up to £1,360. You know, so I was actually equal top fundraiser with another one of the guys, and we were led into the ring first earlier to collect a small prize for our efforts, which was fantastic. I wasn't expecting that, so that's something to drink later. My prize.
That's fantastic. The ultimate goal, I suppose, really is to fight cancer.
Yeah.
Although you're fighting each other on the way,
Yeah.
which is wonderful.
Yeah.
How's the adrenaline feeling? Have you got
Great.
butterflies?
I've got no butterflies. I've been in the ring once under the lights for the intros and the parades, and I felt good. So there's no reason why I can't go back in there and with full of confidence.
Oh, that is wonderful. That's wonderful. We wish you all the luck.
Thank you very much.
All the luck in the world, and I know how hard that you've trained for this, and everyone's looking forward to seeing you fight.
Brilliant.
In the blue corner, Andy Blitzkrieg Johnson.
Okay, here I am at the Mercure Hotel, ready for my fight. It's half hour before showtime. I know my opponent. He's a guy called CJ Danger Mouse Dower, and he's about 8 inches shorter than me, but he's a little fiery one, so it's going to be a tough fight. Been training for 8 weeks, and it's the moment of truth now, Judgment Day as they call it, and I'll be going in there very shortly in the ring to fight my 3 2-minute rounds, hoping for a win, but ultimately hoping to just entertain, and the fact that I've earned or made £1,350 for the Cancer Research UK charity is, to me, I've won already. So all that money will be going to cancer research. I can tell you also that the grand total for the group of about 40 of us, I think there's 44 fighters altogether, and we've raised £11,000 between us.
This is your last 10 seconds.
Well happy with that. I'd like to thank Ultra White Collar Boxing once again, Pindy and all the staff, Charlotte, and the guys at Artillery Combat who have trained us. Also Gareth Orchard down in Barry, who's given me some personal coaching.
For your winner by decision in the blue corner, Andy Blitzkrieg Johnson. And let you be aware of CJ Dower.
And I'm doing it all for you now, because only I can go in that ring. So here we go.
Okay, after a quick hydration, you've got to tell me how the heck are you feeling now?
Well, I'm feeling brilliant, so I'm feeling good anyway. I've loved every minute of the training. I've loved just being here today, meeting all the guys. The atmosphere has been fantastic. You've seen the crowd out there, they're amazing. You're talking about 400 plus people. You know, I played gigs to less people than that on many occasions, so that was a real crowd. And they were noisy, they were great, and I really feel top of the world at the moment.
CJ, you're looking a little hot and bothered there. How are you feeling after the bout?
Warm. Put it that way. No, it was a good fight. Obviously, I to be honest, I pretty knew what the outcome would have been anyway. Like I said, we said quite a bit of a sizable difference. You got quite a fair bit of weight on me and height. But you know, I went in there, give it what I got, and I I would say the better man won, but I lost. So.
Yeah. But no, there was, there was no shame
No,
in that
it's
performance, was there?
No, it's, like I said at the beginning with you, I said I was hoping for a draw, so there wouldn't be no winner or loser really, because we're both in it for the same thing. So.
But again, we've all won because of the what
we've
done it for.
At the end of the day, we raise money for a good cause, and I think we give people a good little bit of entertainment.
I think we did.
I think they were all giggling at the beginning when they, because obviously I went out first, and then you. Happy come, you probably could have stepped over the top rope.
Yeah.
I just walk into the bottom.
It was a crazy match, but we felt like we were the last two out the hat in the FA Cup,
last two left.
But we over the week we've known we've fought each other. We've had some great banter on Facebook and social media, and in the room today we've been here since 1 o'clock today. So that's about 8 hours ago.
And I think we'd be looking like twins now afterwards as well.
Yeah, we will. We're both
putting
our grey suits on, hitting the bar next. So
nice drink now. Get a bit drunk.
Brilliant, mate.
Smell it, man. It was a good fight. You done well.